Hello, hello! This is Simracing Corner and this is my unboxing for the SRS sequential shifter. As you can see, there's actually nothing in the box because it's behind there. I have taken it out of the box because the box it came in was absolutely shoddy. It had this hole in there, that was covered, so that was okay, but it did have a hole there at the top and the top of the stick was poking out, which was terrible. And this didn't come from China. This actually was shipped from the UK, but I did buy it through AliExpress during their 11/11 sale, which is their annual event celebrating single people effectively, and it's a bit like a Black Friday kind of sale kind of thing over there. And AliExpress, I think probably GearBest and Banggood, they all have sales at the same sort of time during that day, so it's a big kind of I guess Black Friday sale for the world, and it was about £45 less than the normal retail price because of the sale, which is the good time to buy it really. And I have had my eye on this for quite some time, and I am sort of glad I got it. So this is really just the first look at it. It's not going to be a review. A review will come once I've actually put it on the sim rig. So this is just really, this arrived half an hour ago. I'll stick the camera on it, get the lights going, and we can have a quick look at it. So let's go through the features which I'm aware of, because I have had a bit of a jiggle with it. So you might want to know the dimensions. So it is 25 centimeters, more or less, by 9, and the height is sort of 34 centimeters. It's pretty hefty. You can see it's all steel. That's probably aluminium. I haven't checked. That is a plastic gear knob, but it feels okay. It's got a nylon or something. It does come off, but it is an odd thread on there. It's an M6 rather than the A10 and 12 that you get on gear knobs. So you might be able to find something if I wanted to replace it. But I actually quite like this. It's it's like a rally style shifter knob, and it does feel actually very ergonomic. There's SimCat. You're gonna come up here, SimCat? Hey, come on. Everyone wants to see you. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. There you go. Well, that'd be a nice, that might be the thumbnail for the video. Just that one there. So look out for that, or you've probably looked at it already. Okay, so back to business. What really intrigued me about this sequential shifter in particular is it reminds me of the Manufactory sequential shifter, which is an Italian sequential shifter based on a Porsche shifter, and it's double the price of this. And looking at the mechanism, it looks identical to that one. And the Manufactory sequential shifter has been around for years and years. Before sim racing was as big a deal as it is now, and we had a lot less choice, and it was seen as like the premium sequential shifter of its time. And I was kind of tempted to buy that a while back before, but it just seemed a bit too expensive for me. And this just seems like a very good alternative to it, because the mechanism inside, you can see there's a spring there. There's switches on either side, and what we have here, you can see that section there, that divot sort of section there. On each side you have ball bearings, spring-loaded ball bearings, and let me just show you what it's like to shift. So you can see there's a snap action. You have to build up tension, and then it breaks. Surprisingly quiet actually, and because the switches, they're not clicky switches, but that's okay. And so yeah, it's got a really nice feel to it. So I've already had a bit of a play with it, of course. I'm only going to get a proper idea when after I've mounted it onto the sim rig, because it always feels a bit strange. It's never the same. It always feels a bit stronger when you're actually using it in this sort of configuration. SimCat's losing her mind, chasing a tail, which she does. How about that? There's a wrap for you. Do you care? Maybe she doesn't. Well, yeah, it's a substantial shifter, and I would give it a rating of 5 rats that you can squash with it. That's just a little joke for someone who knows. Anyway, so we get this USB cable on the end, little controller box here, which is 3D printed, so it's fairly neat. I expect it's an Arduino, little Uno in there. I have plugged it in, and it does show up as SRS Sim in the game controllers. The other thing I quite like about it as well is the way the switches are serviceable. So if you could find replacement switches, they're easy to take out and remove and change over if you need to, so that's good. They've already greased the bits that need greasing, so there's a bit of grease in there, and also along the rod. Sorry, the light's a little bit dark here, so you may not be able to see much in there, but never mind. Yeah, it feels pretty beefy. I like the feel of it. My first impression is it's very positive, because it's got this, it does feel nice and substantial. There's only the tiniest bit of wiggle from side to side, but it feels pretty solid there. There's very little movement, which is again nice, because when you have, what I like personally about what I want out of a sequential shifter is something that does have a substantial feel, and that all comes from all the parts, not just the mechanism, but the strength of the base and everything else around it. And to me, so far, that it has that feel to it. It has a feel like it could be part of a car, because once that is also cinched down, you can see a nice steel, thick plate. It's going to be solid. It should be a solid mount. And whoops, hold on a sec. Doorbell just rang. I'll be back. And I'm back in the room. Sorry about that. That's what happens. Doorbell rings. But yeah, I don't know where I was now. But oh yeah, it does have a nice substantial feel. Another adjustment you can make on this, if I can find my, there it is, a little Allen key. So I think it's a 2mm one. In there, it's a tiny little hole. Not sure if you can see it. Yeah, you can see it there. And that pushes in the springs on those ball bearings there, so you can increase the tension. So I've already set it, because I've checked it out. I put it at its strongest setting, and it's only marginally stronger than it was when it's further out. But yeah, it's a nice kind of tension. Personally, I probably want it a little bit stronger, but I have to say it still has a nice feel. So well, yeah, I'm kind of happy about that so far. Nice, easy to shift, nice short shift as well. I like the length of the shift, the throw of it. So you can really smash through those shifts quickly. If I haven't already, I will pop up an image, or I'll film something on my mobile phone of it being installed, so you can have a quick look at it. Review will be in a few weeks' time. Again, it just goes in, when I do these unboxings, there's always a delay by, from when I can actually get around to reviewing it properly, as I do have lots of other projects on the go. So this is just another one to add to my pile of stuff. But yeah, it's always a good thing though, because it means I always have useful and interesting things to show you. So definitely some weird gunk on there. That's okay. But yeah, pretty happy about that. I kind of like it. So yeah, it's going to be not too much of a challenge to fit this on my 8020 sim rig, but I do need to make some adjustments and then swap out my DimSim Sequential shifter, which is the one I've been using up to now for some time, along with my other sequential shifters. I should probably put a video out and show you them all, because I do have a few, but I do like a good sequential shifter, and so far this has impressed me enough to go, yeah, I'd say it's probably worth the money. If it's under, if you can get it for about £150, I think it's worth it. Then it kind of goes up beyond that. But it's really strange. On Amazon, I've seen it listed at like £400, which is crazy. Go to AliExpress. I'll put a link in the description so you can check it out. But yeah, so far I'm kind of liking it. Really nice, substantial feel. nice kind of tactile feel through the shifter as well. Surprisingly quiet for what it is, but with just enough noise to give you that nice kind of engagement feel as well. So yeah, very, very good. I like it so far. And yeah, nothing too complex about the mechanism. So you know, like something like this is not going to really fail easily. And if a switch breaks, it's replaceable. If the controller box broke, I can also replace that with something else anyway, so it's no problem at all. So something with a good longevity, I would imagine. And yeah, quite tidy as well. Quite tidy as well. So yeah, it's not bad at all. They've done a nice job on this, so yeah, I like it. Anyway guys, well that's it for me. I'll be back soon with something new, of course. So happy simming and take care and bye bye.